The three principal courses that I work with are BCCO, and I sort of co-direct the conservatory chorus with Ragnar Bolin, and I have my own church choir. And those three choirs are very, very different experiences. And BCCO is unique in that every single person is here for one reason, and that is that they love to sing and they want to devote their week to singing. And you know, the conservative chorus is a little bit of a different beast in that it's a course requirement for a lot of people. So it just sort of changes the dynamic a little bit, and the church choir, of course, has its own dynamic. But this is, it's such an amazingly gratifying group of people to work with. And you walk in the doors to rehearsal, and there's so much energy in the room. People cannot wait to sing. People truly love singing, and it's an amateur chorus in that respect. You know, as you know, the word amateur is derivative of the Latin amare, which is to love. The energy of the chorus is just completely infectious. I think it's reciprocal. I walk into rehearsal, the room is just bubbling with chatter, and people are glad to see one another. There's a true sense of community here. I think there's kinship, family. And then when I interact with the chorus on the podium doing warm-ups, I feel like we're on the same wavelength, and we have this sort of hyper connectivity and intensified communication. And I think the most that I've ever felt that ever musically was when we were doing the Carabini Requiem last semester. There wasn't a second throughout that entire 45-minute work that I felt like there was any sort of disconnect with the chorus. And the cool thing about this chorus is that since we spend so much time rehearsing, something like, I don't know, 20 rehearsals or something like that, the chorus gets to know the piece so intimately that when it comes time for performance, people's heads are out of their score, and we have this amazing sort of synchronicity between the chorus and conductor. And the result is a highly and intensely emotional performance where people sound together, they listen to one another, they watch, and it's a very, very high level of music making. It's been such a fun ride. I've learned so much, not only from Ming being sort of a mentor of mine and helping me become a better conductor, but from spending so much time in the chorus. This amount of podium time, as conductors call it, in front of the chorus is such an invaluable experience. Not to mention the time in front of the orchestra when we start up orchestra rehearsals and the concerts. All of that combined has just made for a very intense learning process. I feel like I've grown. I've heard the chorus improve vastly, and I don't know, it's a very, very special thing for me to reflect from the beginning of a semester all the way to the performance, and the way that the chorus grows together by leaps and bounds, and then magnify that over just the 3 years that I've been here. It's a pretty amazing and special thing for me to have witnessed and to have been a part of, and I don't know, it's going to be very, very hard to leave. It's in many ways it's been sort of a family of mine and a ritual every single Monday evening for the past 3 years.